The first thing you want to do to overcome all of this negativity and to protect yourself is to build your emotional resilience. You build emotional resilience by love. Love makes you feel good. And we all know that every time we're in love, we feel good. Secondly, love keeps you healthy mentally, emotionally, and it reduces the tendency for anxiety, for worry, and depression. Medically proven. Every day, make sure you boost your dose of dose. Boost your dose of dose. What do I mean by that? I spoke about anxiety, worry, and fear releasing two deadly toxins or neurotransmitters or hormones, adrenaline and cortisol. And the effect of too much cortisol in your system creates a lot of disease. You can neutralize that by releasing 4 happy hormones. Number 1, D, dopamine. Number 2, O, oxytocin. Number 3, S, serotonin. And number 4, E, endorphin. Dopamine, there are certain critical things that you can do on a daily basis. Eat foods that are rich in tyrosine every week. Almonds, bananas, avocados, eggs, beans, fish, chicken. Number 2, exercise at least 3 to 4 times a week. Number 3, practice meditation. And we're not talking about yoga. Meditation is about getting into your closet. The Bible says, shut out the whole world and get into your closet. That is, silence the whole world and focus on God's promises. Focus on God's vision concerning your life. Focus on the future that you desire. Eliminate all worry, anxiety, and distraction. Number 5, get regular massage. Number 6, sleep well. Number 7, listen to good soul music. Now, the 8th thing is that we must take food supplements, because the challenge that we have today is a lot of the food that we eat does not release a lot of the supplements that we need. So support the food you eat with supplements, especially now. Take at least 2,000 to 3,000, milligrams of vitamin C. Because you do not go out enough into the sun, take vitamin D, vitamin A, vitamin B complex, vitamin E. It is very, very critical and important. What are the other things you need to do? Be generous. Very generous people, especially people that give to people that cannot give them back, they release oxytocin in their system. Be generous. Increase your level of empathy, compassion, warmth, and trust. It is very, very critical. Also, be content with your life. Don't compare yourself with other people. That is another area that anxiety, worry, and fear comes in. Focus on your focus. Walk your path. Live your life. And make sure that you increase your level of creativity and innovation. And you've got to improve your personal esteem, your perception about yourself. Also, to increase your serotonin, reduce your sugar and honey intake. It is very, very critical. Try as much as possible to walk for about 30 minutes early in the morning, between 6:30 and 7:30, so that you can download vitamin D from the rays of the sun. The early morning sun rays is very, very critical. Very, very important that, especially with the family around you, there's a lot of touching, there's a lot of hugging, there's a lot of physical touch. And I'm not talking about physical sexual touch, I'm talking about hugging members of your family. It releases serotonin into your system. And then endorphins. Endorphins are released by eating dark chocolates, by treating yourself once in a while, by doing breathing exercises, by laughing. Comedy is very, very critical. Comedy, laughter, smiling. And another thing that is good to release endorphins is consume spicy foods. It is very, very important. Dance, dance, dance. Dance, dance, dance. Every 55 minutes, make sure you get up and stretch and walk around for 5 minutes, because a sedentary lifestyle can kill you. And these are some of the tips, but you have your health in your hands. If you manage your lifestyle, you will manage your health. If you manage your emotions, you will manage your health. You will live a healthy life and long life. Just make sure you take control. I think the very first thing is for you to accept that you are going through, verbal abuse. And to say to yourself, what do I want? So I'm going to answer it in two ways. If you are single, right? If you are single, it's time to say, let's pause. Now, let me get you to understand the implication of what is going on with you. The Bible says that faith cometh by hearing. Verbal abuse. When someone verbally abuses you, what they do is they kill your self-esteem. They kill your self-worth. They kill your self-belief and your self-confidence. Now, if they are able to kill all of those things, then they've killed your ability to succeed consistently. Because you need a cocktail of a healthy self-worth, self-esteem, self-belief, self-confidence to consistently succeed in all chosen fields of endeavor. That person is a murderer. It's not only when they take a knife and they want to stab you and kill you. So the first thing is you need to stop it. You need to get them to stop. Now, if you are single, right, it's time for you to pause that relationship. If you really love that person, right, it's time to pause that relationship and let them get help. Look, glass can only cut and hurt. A hurt person hurts people. That person needs help. If you're married, it is time to say, you know what? From today, no more. You need to go and get therapy and get help. Why? Because if you continue to hear it, right, you're going to believe it. Now, I say to people, right, faith and unbelief, they're both the same thing. Faith and fear, they're both the same things. They create. You believe something positive, that's faith. You believe something negative, that's unbelief or fear. Both of them they will create the substance of things that you are focused on or have heard. So, the same elements that produce for faith is the same elements that produce for unbelief, same elements that produce for fear. So, you need to pause and get help for that person. It is so important that it stops. But that person cannot help themselves. They are going through something that they may not know. They are going through something that may have been triggered, in their past or in this relationship. And they need to get help because it has to stop. If you do not stop it, it will further destroy you. So please, if you are single, if you are dating, pause that relationship and get help for that person. And until that person changes, then revisit the relationship. If you are married, it's time to pause and to say, you know what, this has to end. And we have to go and get you help. And you get the help of a therapist or a psychologist or a life coach to help you. But it has to end. You cannot continue that way.